How to get rid of unwanted habits. Hi everyone, my name is Nessa and I'm a clinical hypnotherapist. I've been getting a lot of emails from people seeking therapy because they're struggling with unwanted habits. I strongly believe that self-knowledge is self-help, and everyone needs to educate themselves about the problems they're facing prior to seeking help from outside. The basic understanding of the problem helps you choose the right kind of therapy for whatever it is you're struggling with, and also saves you time. In this video, I will give you that basic, comprehensible explanation regarding unwanted habits. So, what are some examples of unwanted habits? Any undesirable actions, thoughts, or emotions that we feel are out of our control and doing them leaves a negative effect physically or emotionally is considered an unwanted habit. Some very common examples of that would be nail biting, hair pulling, binge eating, smoking, excessive drinking, excessive porn watching, gambling, drugs, basically anything that's done excessively and it seems out of our control. Now, how do these habits start and why? The way we form habits is simply by learning them. Like any learned behaviors such as brushing teeth, tying your shoes, driving, these are behaviors that have been learned and repeated enough times that has become habitual, something you can do easily and automatically, even while thinking of other things. Every habit has a psychological pattern called a habit loop. It starts from a trigger, a cue, a reminder that it's time for you to repeat that habit. That cue will trigger could be anything. For example, a place, a certain time. The people around you could be the triggers of that certain behavior. For many smokers, for example, eating can be a trigger, a reminder that they need to smoke right after they eat. Or coffee could be a trigger. Then there's the routine, which is the habit itself repeating. And there's the reward, the feeling you get after. The reward reinforces the routine and helps keep the habit firmly in place. So now you know technically how you come to form habits. But why? I'm not asking why we learn how to drive or why we learn how to tie our shoes. Why do we learn how to bite our nail to the point that it hurts? Or why do we binge eat to the point that we feel sick? These are behaviors that we don't do consciously. Nobody says, tonight I will sit down, watch a movie, and bite my nails. It happens outside your awareness. That's why it becomes hard to break the habit. By the time you realize it, it's already happened. The reason why we do it is because the problem is helping solve another deep-rooted problem that's most likely we're not consciously aware of. Something that Freud called repetition compulsion. What it means is that there's a trigger, a bigger, perhaps hidden root cause that we're trying to avoid by distracting ourselves with this one. And as long as it remains hidden, the unwanted behavior and the associated emotional distress it evokes will continue. If you have a toothache due to a cavity that you're unaware of because you haven't visited your dentist in a while, you can take some painkillers to temporarily mask the discomfort, but it will not fix the cavity. The pain will continue to come back, maybe in other shapes or form. The pain is only a symptom of the root cause, which is the cavity. Same thing with nail biting. You can try different products for nail biting, the bitter lacquer, the band-aids, but until you figure out the root cause and deal with that, you will not get rid of it. Why do we suppress the real problem? Is because we tend to unconsciously hide memories or events that could be too uncomfortable for us to recall. and avoiding them might temporarily protect us from the emotional pain of recalling it. But eventually, those unsolved emotions can cause debilitating psychological problems, such as anxiety, depression, or many unwanted habits like nail biting, overeating, drinking, and etc. I had a client who bit her nails for 50 years and completely stopped after one session. Why? She simply found the root cause. And even though it may have seemed like a big deal when it happened 50 years ago, she was able to completely settle it within a few hours. Because as the years went by, the problem has lost its significance, but still left unresolved as far as the mind was concerned. My point is, do not put off a problem or a thought or an emotion unresolved. As difficult as it may seem, it's better to deal with it early on, rather than unknowingly spending a lifetime trying to mask up the symptoms. I hope this video was helpful for those of you who are trying to break an unwanted habit, and at least got some understanding of why you do some of the things that you do. For more videos like this, subscribe to my channel. Write your questions or topics you want me to talk about in the comment section. And to schedule an appointment for a consultation, visit my website or use the booking link provided. I will end this video with a quote from Aristotle. That which is become habitual becomes as if it were natural. Thanks for watching.